Alright, here we go. Here comes the roast.
Okay.
Here comes the sweetness.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Power Trip Gaming Retrospective.
Another Power Trip Retrospective.
Thank you for copying everything that I just said.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Copying everything he says. I am awesome. Sorry we've had a lot of weird recording styles changes like in these things, but we're still getting used to our equipment coming back and we're...
Yep. And we're starting to get more consistent now, so you're going to see a lot more consistency going forward. So
don't hold us to that yet.
Thank you for bearing with us while we go through our transition, but
yeah,
we're doing the best we can.
The best we can with what we got.
That's right.
So here we go, man. We're doing Guerrilla War. This
Guerrilla
was
War.
Game 9 for us.
Yes, it was. God, it was long ago.
Well, it was a long time ago,
that was
man.
long ago.
So, holy crap, man, I suppose I should get my notes.
Yeah, sure, get your notes.
Well, kick us off, man. Who was this developed by?
SNK.
What does that mean?
It was an SNK. What does SNK stand for?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Oh my god. Super nifty Klingons.
There you go. Yeah. I like it.
So yeah,
it was developed by SNK. Same people who brought you like Ikari Warriors. And so that's why it actually has a very similar gameplay to Ikari Warriors.
Was Metal Slug out at this point in arcades? This was 89, I believe.
Honestly, I don't know enough about it. I don't think it was, but there's probably somebody out there who's probably screaming right now and saying, "Well, duh, it came out in 1987."
Yeah, I'm about to say
they didn't actually say it like that. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of you.
Weren't they responsible for the King of Fighters games?
Yes, they were.
SNK.
Yep, SNK.
Boy, that series has gone through so many different name changes.
And Capcom.
Fatal Fury, I think, was part of that series. Like they had so many different names for the same series.
No, because Fatal Fury was
that was Game Gear.
Well, yeah, but Fatal Fury I think was actually it was licensed by Takara. It wasn't actually SNK.
Because I know it had a lot of SNK
But it had
characters.
a lot of SNK. Yeah, it had a lot of SNK characters, and a lot of characters from the Fatal Fury series came into.
Terry
Terry
Bogard.
Yep.
It had Mai Shiranui, the chick with the big tits and the fans.
Yep.
She's everybody's
So
favorite.
there was Capcom versus SNK. Actually, they had a pretty good fighting series.
That was a really good series.
But anyways, back to Guerrilla War.
Guerrilla War. So you are playing as Che
Guevara. Che Guevara and Fidel Castro.
Damn, that's weird.
I know, it is. It's weird to be on that where you're trying to, I guess, rescue your people from worse people than Fidel Castro.
Yeah, it was a little strange.
Yeah, it really was.
My recollection of the game, it was fun. I mean, I remember having a good time with it. It was
fun, but it was
a run and gun shooter.
There's a lot that it left to be desired.
Yeah,
so.
It was a vertical, sometimes horizontal, like shooter of sorts, like run and gun, kind of like Commando.
Yeah.
God, Ikari Warriors. Yeah, it was a perfect analogy for it.
Same group.
So I guess we'll get right into her. Difficulty.
So as far as difficulty goes, I mean,
I know what I gave it.
It's so. It's weird to put it in a difficulty because, I mean, so as far as difficulty in beating the game, it's probably like a 3. I mean, it's not hard.
Really?
I would go as low as it.
Really?
What the hell does that mean?
I went with a 2.
Oh, I see.
2! This game is not hard!
No, it's not.
At all.
However...
It's not Fisher-Price easy.
The reason why I say that it's really hard to gauge is because as far as like continues go and like just picking up and going, you literally can run through and don't even worry about killing yourself. Just run right through to the end of the levels, beat the bosses who are usually in they're easier than the level itself.
Infinite continues.
Infinite continues.
When you die, you come right back.
Right back. There is no.
What else did I say?
There is no going to a loading screen or a game over screen and then continuing at the start. It's literally you just pick up and go right where you left off.
The death animation is so short. It's really almost not even an inconvenience.
Yeah, you almost don't even realize that you're dead half the time. You're just like, where did my character? Oh, there I am. And then you say, oh my god, I died.
Dying is of such little consequence in that game. That's why I feel it's a 2. I mean, it's really a test of your endurance.
Yeah, but at the same time, I say that it can be a difficult game because you're gonna die a lot. Like, there is a lot of stuff that goes on in that in the game. There's a lot of bullets flying. There's a lot of enemies that can come on screen all at the same time. There's tanks. There's planes. There's other stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming at you. So it's you die a lot. So if you're looking at trying to beat this game like without getting touched or just not losing a life or losing very few lives, it's like then it becomes a very difficult game.
I would love to see somebody play this without getting touched.
That would be insane.
Retro Challenger.
There you go.
I mean, this one is rough.
But in Andy's vein, I will say, yeah, as far as difficulty goes, just because of how many enemies are on the screen and all the crap that you do have to deal with, I would give it a 3, but it's such an easy game because you literally have unlimited continues and you continue right where you left off.
Yeah,
There's definitely nothing difficult about it.
I don't think we ever saw a game over screen.
No.
But then again, both you and I had never been out of lives at the same time.
We never died at the same time.
Who knows? Maybe if both if player 1 and player 2 run out of lives at the same time, then you do have to start at the beginning of the stage. Mm-hmm. Who the hell knows? We never found out. So, I mean, at some point, I don't know. The game was a pretty long game.
It was.
From what I remember. For having infinite lives, it sure took us a while.
It was.
But yeah, I mean, we died in the hundreds. Mm-hmm. I know you did.
I did.
I was under 100. Preemptively watch this series. This was actually a really entertaining series from my perspective.
From your perspective. I died a lot.
Yeah, it was, I mean, that was proof right there. We must have blazed through at least 20 continues together.
At least, because it's 5 lives per continue, so I think, so I technically went through 6 continues myself.
6?
Wait.
A lot, over 10.
No, 5 lives. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant 30.
Yeah.
20 or 30.
Yeah, so I mean, that's really all there is. The enemies, people come at you, they shoot at you, they do stuff.
Yeah.
There's difficulty. It's really not there. Mm-hmm. So from that, we'll move on to fun. I mean, me personally, I gave it between a 5 and a 6. In middle of the road. I mean, it was fun for you and I to go through it. I mean, the music to me is great. SNK never missed as far as their soundtracks went. The music was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The graphics were okay. I mean, they weren't bad for what it was. Object Limit had some problems, but overall, I'd say the game was a fun romp with a friend.
I'm actually on the other side of the fence then, where I would give it the middle of the road, but I would lean more towards a 4 to 5.
You fuck. Yeah. How could you do this to me?
Just because, yes, it had fantastic music, but the game itself is just, it's fun. It's fun to just pick up and just kind of go blasting through it, especially with a friend. If you want to play two-player, it's really fun to just kind of go through it, and it's just a nice run and gun title.
See who dies less.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
But the object limitation just gets to be a real, true hassle. Just because of the fact that there were times when, not just myself, but you would die too, and you're like, what happened? What killed me? What touched me? I don't know. There's so many different bullets on the screen, and the graphics were just not as strong as they needed to be so that you could distinguish what was hurting you and what wasn't hurting you.
I almost felt like that era of games was a common problem.
I think it was. I think it may have been.
Over-ambitious to the point where so many things were on screen, it was hard to distinguish what was supposed to hurt you and what wasn't.
But the music of the game was absolutely phenomenal. I think it's a great soundtrack. But the game itself is just, it ends up getting extremely repetitive, where you just go through levels over and over again, and it seems like it's the same MO of each level, where it's just this bullet alley of all these bad guys, tanks, whatever. You get to a boss, you go to the next level. Like, it's just, there's really not much variety to it. And so it's fun, but it gets very just tedious after a while.
Now that you mention that, I think I'll just, instead of 5 or 6, I'm going to flatten it just to a straight 5. Because you bring up a good point. When you realize death is no inconvenience,
it almost takes the fun away.
Yeah,
from
like
it.
I mean,
in
I
a
think
sense,
even at one point, you
can still enjoy it. But at one point, I was like, you know what?
Just run.
Just run. Stop killing people. Just run.
What's going to stop us?
Yeah. We'll get through it fast.
And
So
at that point, the game does become more of a hassle and a headache to just try. I mean, it's
it does
repetitive.
because at that point you're not really even playing the game to play the game. You're doing it just to try to get through
Just
it.
to end it.
Yeah, just to be done with it.
Yeah,
So.
at that point, you're right. I'll
I would
lower it
say
to a
yeah.
5.
So my thoughts is it's fun. I would say it's middle of the road, but if I had to choose one side or the other, I would say it would be closer to that 4. But I would go ahead and say middle of the road just because it's a fun 2-player game to just kind of pick up with a friend.
I'll agree.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely play it 2-player.
Yeah.
Playing single player.
Oh yeah,
might
no,
not be
you're
as
not gonna
fun.
have as much fun playing 1-player as you would 2-player.
I don't. Yeah. I agree.
Especially if you guys if you are playing with a friend who's very competitive, because then yes, absolutely, you go off playing like who can die less. Wasn't this guy? I died a lot.
It was the best versus we ever played.
And it wasn't even a versus.
It wasn't. So we'll head on to
is it
price
worth
point.
Yeah, is it worth it? So this game, I was actually fortunate enough that this is one of the games that I inherited through, I think, a collection of games that that my aunt had.
Really?
Yeah, and so I ended up just kind of taking this game from her. So I didn't actually pay anything for it. So
Nice. Can't beat free.
no, you can't. But a lot of times when I see this game, though, it's not very expensive. I think it's pretty common as far as Nintendo games go.
I would
You
say so.
usually see it around like the $5 to $7, maybe upwards of like $10 mark. So
According to PriceCharting.com, as of this video, it goes for $9.99.
$9.99,
$10.
So that's you know what I would I would see that. I would see it. Would it be worth it? Honestly, I think so.
I say so.
I think it would be worth it, especially if you have a friend who has a similar interest in like those run and gun games. It's a fun little game to just kind of get into. The soundtrack is going to keep you like just kind of excited. Yeah, you may get sick of it, but at the same time, there's things that you can do to like playing it with somebody else where you'll enjoy it and you'll make it through it.
I'd say so. I would definitely say this game is worth it. I mean, it's a great length.
It is.
I mean, it was fairly long
It was
for
about
what
an hour,
it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Play it with a buddy who,
Yeah.
it was
Absolutely.
good. I enjoyed it.
The only thing is that you may not find yourself coming back to it frequently, just
I
because
wouldn't
there's
say
really,
so.
I mean, there's
There
really
are better
not,
buddy games.
yeah, well, and there's not really much reason to go back to it, so it really doesn't have a high replay value, but at $10, I would definitely say, I would say it's worth it. And especially, it's a common game, so you'll probably find it for cheaper than that, too, if you do find it, so.
I would say so.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say get it.
Well, shit.
Wow.
There you go. Guerrilla
right.
War, man.
Guerrilla War in the bank.
There's our retrospective.
That's it. So, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Twitter, check out PowerTripGaming.tv, it'll link you right to our channel
Right to this
on
channel.
YouTube. Yes, so you can check out our playthrough of Guerrilla War,
Yes.
where we play as Fidel and Che Guevara.
Links in the description to the playlist. Shit. I mean,
You got nothing else.
I got nothing else, really. Next time on Power Trip Gaming, a retrospective.
We're gonna review something better.
God damn it.
I know,
That
you
is
really-
right, I completely forgot that was a thing.
You hate that.
Oh my god.
We'll review something better. Much, much better.
I like your tenacity.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm friends with you.
I know it is. That's why you hate me.
There we go.
Yep.
Book-a-doo, book-a-doo. Book-a-doo, book-a-doo. Book-a-doo, book-a-doo.